But I don't know. I see Joana now first. Maybe you want to tell us more about your project and your practice.
Yes. So I prepared a little presentation, more like some images.
Great.
I can start by here because I have one.
Yeah, I
here.
noticed.
I can show you what I do. Can you see?
Yeah.
It's a picture, and I make this kind of digital painting on pictures. So I transform everybody into drag queens.
All right.
And I started doing it to myself. I'm a pretty festive person. I like party, I like glitter, and I like disguise. I like carnival, Halloween, every opportunity to make myself look different. That's a thing that I love. So I can show you. This is me partying. This is obviously Halloween. So I always like to dress up and do makeovers. This was the first attempt to look like a drag queen. I was Route Royale, it was the name.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Makeup experiences, going wild.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, and this was a few days ago, actually week ago, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Even when I'm asleep, I wear disguises. So I really enjoy to transform myself, and the idea to look in different ways, it's something that amuses me. And I created something to amuse myself called a drag a day. The theme was like a drag a day keeps the boredom away. And because drags are not boring, they are the opposite of boring. That's why I love so much that kind of universe. So I started to take pictures of myself and transform into putting layers, and then transforming the layers into colors. So I make something like a digital makeup. And these are some examples of me as a drag queen. And then a lot of friends of mine were interested in looking like a drag queen too. Suddenly, everybody wanted to look like a drag queen. So after some requests, I started doing it with my friends, starting to ask for pictures and giving some gifts, crazy gifts. Yes, I dragged my friends literally to this. Even my grandma, she's active on Facebook, and she was not understanding what I was doing, so she commented in one of my posts saying that she wasn't understanding, and I made her a drag queen too, so she could understand better what I was doing, and she understands. So then I was in need of new faces, and I thought about people that I admire in Portugal, and I choose some young people that are doing some nice stuff in music, in photography, and I picked some people that I like, and I transformed them, some of my idols. This is Filipe Sambado, he's a Portuguese singer. This is Fatinha Ramos, she's an illustrator. The Chick, it's a musician. And then I thought about doing this exhibition because a friend of mine asked me, why don't you do an exhibition? And I was like, oh, okay, this year I'll do it. So I organized everything, and I made it happen with the help of my friends. I use a home, the entrance of the house of one of my friends to do the exhibition.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
This is part of the gallery. I'm in the gallery right now. So I can show you some pictures of the exhibition. Yes, this was the entrance. I made a little funny thing with a mirror where you could see yourself.
I see. Yeah, that's so cool.
So this is the one that I have behind.
Yeah.
That I show you. There it. Okay. It's me happy. And then I started to think. I started to need more faces again, and I thought about ages, like the 20s, the 30s, like to create themes for me. So I started to search for people that I like to, but from special periods of time. And I found Josephine Baker from the 20s and 30s. She was a dancer. And Dali. And Grace Jones. Dali is from the same period. Grace Jones she's not. It's from the other one, from the pop art group.
Yeah.
Sometimes I make these crazy things just to amuse myself. It's not. And Andy Warhol, the pop art was one of the main influences for me, because of the colors, because of the way to express the kind of illustration that I do. Kind of looks like serigraphy, the technique. So I think that's a pretty big influence on me. And finally, I started to make some T-shirts and some merchandising, because I was trying to sell illustrations, and it's really hard. And I started to apply it on T-shirts and tote bags, and maybe I'll be luckier now. I just started to doing it a few time ago. So that's it. That's my presentation.
Well, I hope you sell a lot of clothes with those illustrations. Maybe they're really nice. And did you get any responses from the Portuguese famous people that you did the drag for them?
Yes. The first ones, I even talked to them before I dragged them. Yes, I started to speak the Portuguese ones from the musicians, and so I talked to them in Instagram, and they were really responsive. Some of the artists were the ones that sent me the pictures.
Okay, I see.
Then I started to think, how could I get better pictures? And I talked to a photographer. And I made the illustration of her too, because I admire her too because of her work. So actually, I met a lot of people doing that, trying to reach the persons that I was going to illustrate.
How did you go into the whole drag culture for illustrations? Like what, because you said you like to dress yourself up and so on, but why did you go into drag?
I don't know. I think it called me in some way. I don't have any connections, any special connection because of anything. It's just I always liked color, like different looks, like do you know the club kids of New York? That ones that used to go out wearing crazy outfits. And I really like that kind of culture, that kind of looks, anything that shakes the world, makes it look vibrant and alive.
Yeah, I think it's very expressive. You can be as crazy as you want, and
Yes.
and it's really cool to see that in the picture as well. I never thought about drag being like a 2D kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really interesting how you apply that method to an image. It's
Because
really
it's a faster, it's I started to doing it like on illustration, because it's a faster way to look different. I already used to do it by using makeup and dress up, but in illustration I can make it very, very quickly. And I can change myself easier.
You know, I don't know if you guys know, it reminded me now of this, I forgot the name, but there's a collective or company that do clothes. They Photoshop clothing basically on people, and it's digital clothing brand. And so they also, like, the idea behind that is that, you know, it's the most sustainable clothing brand you will ever have, because it doesn't produce anything, and there's no waste, you know. But that's also similar kind of like layering, I guess. I will share that with you. Let me just find it later. And what about exhibitions? Are you planning any for this year?
For this year, I mean, I didn't think about it yet. Currently, I'm trying to focus on the t-shirts and tote bags, trying to produce something, some of that, because it's the first time I'm doing it. So one thing at a time. But the exhibition, obviously, I wanted to do more if it's possible.
Yeah, well, let's hope it's gonna be possible soon.
Yes, better without pandemic.
Yeah.
I had a question for Joana, actually, about her work. Yes. I wanted to ask about what's the community of drag where you're at? How did the community react to your work? Was there any kind of connections with that, or were you completely separated?
Yes, we are completely separated. The only communities that I'm connected with is by Facebook groups. They're from United States, Brazil, and they comment my work, but we don't have that connection. It's only in the internet way, only this connection. I don't know any drag queen. I don't know any.
Oh, I was interested because in your pictures you showed like that you were doing drag on your own, like doing makeup and such, and maybe going out somewhere, is that clubs or just locations?
Okay, so yes, I used to do that when I was going out, but it was not special places for that. It was just night places, just parties or themed parties. I actually went to a concert once because the feeling of the musician was kind of dragish, and I decided to go as a drag. And sometimes I used to do that when I was going out before the pandemic. Now I do it at home. I put some music on, and I spend hours doing the makeup and choosing clothes, and I have fun.
That's the best part of it.
You should do parties, virtual parties for people to, you know, drag up. I mean, if I had makeup, any kind of makeup, I would join, but
okay, can you help me organize?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay.
That would be so fun.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to have a close look at your Instagram and everything. Now I'm really curious. Yeah. And maybe take one portrait.
Oh, thank you.
That would be cool to have.
Yeah, I want one now.
Yeah, I want one too, actually.
Oh, nice.
Have some commissions now.
Yeah.
You share your Instagram handle here, or are we gonna find you in any way?
I can share it for you if you want, but it's IDragYou, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, check it out. Follow, like, share.
Thank you.